I remember the first time I realized I was my own biggest obstacle. It wasn't dramatic. It was quiet and almost invisible. I had just said no to something that terrified me, something that could have changed everything, and I felt this hollow ache in my chest. Like I knew I was capable, but I chose fear instead. I used to think fear was external, that it came from failing, from judgment, from life being hard. But I've learned it mostly lives inside me, and it whispers every day. Not now, maybe later, you're not ready. As Buddha said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. It took me years to understand that these words weren't just poetry. They were instructions to take control, to stop holding myself back. Welcome to Petunia Diaries, a soft, calming, feminine space where we rest, breathe, and our souls can just be. And this is today's voice note. Have you ever noticed how often you pause before doing something that excites you? I did, every single day. I'd want to speak up, create, reach out, and my mind would freeze me. I realized my thoughts weren't neutral. They were filters telling me I couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't. Here's a real example. I wanted to apply for a workshop that everyone said was life-changing. My heart was screaming, yes, but my mind whispered, they'll reject you and you'll embarrass yourself. I stayed silent, and I remember feeling the weight of what-ifs pressing on me like a storm cloud. That's the first step, noticing the chains, naming them. You can't break what you don't see. Once you spot the chain, the next move is subtle but revolutionary. Question it. I started asking myself, every time fear whispered, is this true, or just my mind overthinking? Sometimes I'd write it down. Fear saying, you're not ready. In reality check. You are learning. You can take the first step and adjust along the way. There is this awesome quote from Oprah Winfrey said, the greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude. I realized my mind could work for me as much as it worked against me, but only if I trained it. The first time I truly acted despite fear, I didn't climb a mountain. I just said yes to a coffee with someone I admired professionally. My palms sweated, my stomach twisted, and my mind screamed. But I went, and I learned something crucial. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action in spite of it, and action matters more than perfection. I began creating small daily wins, like sending a message I hesitated to send, or saying yes to invitations that felt intimidating, or trying a new skill even if I wasn't confident. Little by little, the hesitation faded. The mind that used to stop me started guiding me. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right, said by Henry Ford. One thing I wish someone told me is that your inner voice matters more than the world's voice. I began paying attention to what I said to myself, the silent phrases. I'm not enough. I can't do this. Maybe I'll fail. I started responding as if to a friend. It's okay to stumble. Trying is brave. You are enough. And I wrote these affirmations down and repeated them daily. Slowly, the voice of fear grew quieter, and the voice of possibility became louder. Here's the truth. Perfection is a trap. I used to wait for the perfect moment, perfect plan, perfect words. Spoiler alert, the perfect moment doesn't exist. I remember posting my first video online. My heart pounded. I convinced myself I would be judged, but I did it anyway, and the response, encouragement, connection, new opportunities. Every stumble became a lesson. Every not perfect attempt became a stepping stone. And slowly I realized imperfection isn't failure, it's freedom. Comparison was poison for me. Instagram, friends, colleagues. I measured my worth against everyone else, and I always fell short. Until I realized that my journey is mine alone. Your timing, your growth, your path are unique. You don't need to compete, you need to focus on yourself. I began celebrating tiny victories, waking up on time, finishing a task, learning something new. And with each win, the grip of comparison loosened. And as Mark Twain said, comparison is the death of joy. You don't have to fight your mind alone. I sought out people who believed in me. Mentors, friends, and women chasing dreams like mine. Their energy reminded me to trust myself. Energy is contagious. Fear too. So choose wisely who you spend your time with. Here's what actually worked for me. Number 1. Morning affirmations. 5 minutes telling myself I am capable, I am worthy, I am allowed to shine. Number 2. Daily journaling. Writing fears and countering them with action steps. Number 3. Mini courage challenges. Saying yes to one scary thing each day. Number 4. Reflection at night. Celebrating wins, learning from stumbles, and resetting for tomorrow. Consistency built confidence, action built courage, and reflection built clarity. Growth is not instant. Freedom from your own mind is a process. Some days fear still knocks, and some days doubt screams. But now I answer differently. I see you, I hear you, but today I choose me. If you're listening and you feel stuck, I want you to know that it's okay. You're human, you're learning. Start small, challenge your thoughts, take action, celebrate victories, surround yourself with uplifting people, and trust yourself. Your mind is powerful. It can hold you back or set you free. Choose freedom. One day you'll look back and realize you were never too late, you were never too small, and you were always enough. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, the power to step forward is already inside you. Claim it, own it, and don't hold yourself back any longer. If this spoke to your heart, I would love for you to subscribe, leave me a little note in the comments, or just send some love. Your presence here is a gift, and I'm so grateful you chose to spend your precious time with me.